So coming to the next problem. So by using bisection method, by using bisection method, find an approximate root of the equation sin x is equal to 1 by x that lies between 1 and 1.5. 1 and 1.5. So measured in radians, and carry out the computation. It means the calculation up to seventh stage. Okay, this is very important problem. So the name of the unit is solution of algebraic and non-algebraic equations. Okay, so the previous two problems are algebraic equations. So we have found the solution for the algebraic equations in the previous problems. So now in third problem we are having a non-algebraic equation. Okay, so a non-algebraic equation is nothing but an equation which involves either trigonometric functions or logarithmic functions or exponential functions. So any of these functions involved in an equation, so we say that that particular equation is an non-algebraic equation. Okay, so we can also find a solution for non-algebraic equations also. So this is a non-algebraic equation, and here whenever we are having a trigonometric functions, our calculator should be in radians only. Okay, so first of all we have to check whether our calculator should be in radians or not. If not, so first we have to put our calculator into radians. Okay, so then only we have to start the calculations. Okay, so in this problem it was asked to carry the computation up to seventh stage. It means we have to find the 7 approximations for this particular problem. Okay, so coming to the solution. So given sin x is equal to 1 by x. Okay, and I am writing this particular equation as f of x is equal to, I am cross multiplying this equation so that we get x into sin x minus 1 is equal to 0. So the given equation can be rewritten as x sin x minus 1. Okay, and I am naming this particular equation as f of x. Okay, this is the given equation. So here we need not to select the numbers, because here it was given that the root lies between 1 and 1.5. It means the signs of f of 1 and f of 1.5 are opposite, because it was given in the problem, so that we have to take those particular numbers only. Okay, so now I am finding f of 1. This is equal to, it means we have to substitute 1 in the given equation, so that we get, so 1 into sin 1 minus 1. So if you find the value in calculator, we get f of 1 as minus 0.1585, which is a negative value. Okay, so now coming to f of 1.5. So if you substitute this particular value in the above equation, we get 1.5 into sine of 1.5 minus 1. So, and this is equal to 0.4962, which is greater than 0. So therefore, the sign of f of 1 is less than 0, and the sign of f of 1.5 is greater than 0. Okay. Okay, now we can find the first approximation between 1 and 1.5. Okay, so I am writing first approximation. So before going to the first approximation, so whenever we are having two numbers of opposite signs, then by intermediate value theorem we can write, so one root lies between 1 and 1.5. Okay, so 1 and 1.5. So coming to the first approximation, so now I am going to calculate the first approximation. First approximation. So the first approximation is denoted by x1, and it is the average of the numbers which are having opposite signs. So since f of 1 and f of 1.5 are having opposite signs, so that we have to find the average of 1 and 1.5. So that is 1 plus 1.5 by 2, which is equal to 2.5 by 2. And this is equal to 1.25. 1.25. This is the first approximation. So immediately after getting first approximation, we have to calculate f of x1. So that is f of 1.25. It means we have to substitute this particular value in the given equation, and the given equation is x sin x minus 1. So in that equation we have to substitute 1.25 into sine of 1.25, so minus 1. Okay, so on the value of f of 1.25 is approximately equal to 0.1862, which is a positive value. So that I get f of 1.25 a positive value. Okay, so in order to calculate the next approximation, we require two numbers of opposite signs. So here having a one number, that is f of 1.25, a positive sign. So from the above step we have to carry the negative sign, the number which is having a negative sign, and that particular number is f of 1, which is less than 0. Okay, so whenever we are having the two numbers of opposite signs, then we can calculate the next approximation. So that I am going to calculate the second approximation. Second approximation. Second approximation, that is x2 is equal to, so we have to calculate the average of the two numbers which are having opposite signs. So and the numbers are 1.25 plus 1 by 2, so which is equal to, so 2.25 by 2. So 2.25 by 2 is equal to 1.125. Immediately after getting the second approximation, we have to calculate f of x2. So that is f of 1.125. It means we have to substitute this particular value in the given equation, so that we get 1.125 into sine of 1.125 minus 1. So on calculating this value, we get, so 0.015, which is a positive value. So therefore f of 1.125 is a positive value. Okay, so in order to calculate the next approximation, we require two numbers of opposite signs. Here we are having a number f of 1.125, a positive value. So from the above step we have to carry the negative value. So since we are having f of 1 is less than 0, so that I am carrying that particular negative sign value to calculate the next approximation. So here I am underlining the two steps, underlining the two terms which are having opposite signs. Now I am going to calculate the next approximation, that is third approximation. Third approximation. So third approximation is nothing but x3. So this is nothing but the average of the two numbers which are having opposite signs. So we are having 1.125 and 1. In the above step, those particular numbers are having opposite signs, so that we have to find the average for those two numbers. So by 2. So on simplification, we get 1.0625. So the third approximation value is 1.0625. Okay. So immediately after getting x3, we have to find f of x3. That is f of 1.125 1.0625. This is equal to, we have to substitute this particular value in the given equation so that we get 1.0625 into sine of 1.0625 minus 1. So this is equal to minus 0.071, which is a negative value. It means we get f of 1.0625 less than 0. So in order to calculate the next approximation, here we require a positive sign value. Okay. So from the above step, we can carry f of 1.125. So to calculate the next approximation, since the sign of that particular number is positive. So now we are having two numbers of positive signs, so that now I can calculate the next approximation, that is fourth approximation. So fourth approximation. So that is x4. So x4 is nothing but the average of the two numbers which are having opposite signs. So that x4 is equal to 1.0625 plus 1.125 by 2. So on simplification, we get 1.09375. So this is the fourth approximation. So immediately after getting fourth approximation, we have to calculate f of x4, that is f of 1.09375. So it means we have to substitute this particular value in the given equation so that we get 1.09375 into sine of 1.09375 minus 1. So on simplification, we get minus 0.028, which is less than 0. So it means the f of 1.09375 is less than 0. Once again, if you want to find the next approximation, we require two numbers of opposite signs. Here we are having only one number, that two negative sign. So from above step, we have to carry a number which is having positive sign. So that I am carrying f of 1.125 since it is having a positive sign. So whenever we are having two numbers of opposite signs, then we are able to calculate the next approximation, and that is fifth approximation. So we have to calculate up to seventh approximation, because in the problem it was mentioned that so we have to calculate up to seventh stage. It means we have to calculate up to seventh approximation. So coming to the fifth approximation, x5. So this is also the average of the two numbers which are having opposite signs, and the two numbers are 1.09375 plus 1.125 by 2. Okay. So coming to the fifth approximation, whenever we have applied the average of those two numbers, we get 1.109375. So this is x5. Immediately getting x5, after getting x5, we have to calculate f of x5, that is f of 1.109375. It means we have to substitute this particular value in the given equation so that we get 1.109375 into sine of 1.109375 minus 1. So on simplification, we get minus 0.0066, which is a negative value. So it means f of 1.109375 is a negative value. So whenever we are having a value of negative sign, now from the above step we have to calculate the number with a positive sign, and that particular number should be of 1.125 since it is having a positive sign. Okay. So with these two terms, now I am going to calculate the next approximation. Okay. So that is sixth approximation. So coming to the sixth approximation, x6. Coming to the next approximation, that is x6. So x6 is equal to, we have to find the average of the two numbers, that is 1.109375 plus 1.125 by 2. So whenever we have applied the average of those two numbers, we get 1.1171875. This is the sixth approximation. So immediately after getting sixth approximation, we have to calculate f of x6. It means we have to find f of 1.1171875. It means we have to substitute this particular value in the given equation, that is 1.1171875 into sine of 1.1171875 minus 1. So this is equal to, and this particular value is equal to 0.00420, okay, which is a positive value. Okay, it means f of 1.1171875 is a positive value. Okay, if you want to find the next approximation, we have to carry a number with a negative sign from the above step. Since we are having a positive sign, we have to carry a number which is having a negative sign from the above step. So from the above step, we are having f of 1.109375 as a negative sign, so that I am carrying that particular number. And with the help of these two numbers, now we are able to calculate the next approximation, that is seventh approximation. So coming to the next approximation, that is seventh approximation. Seventh approximation, that is x7. Okay, x7. So in this also, in this approximation also, we have to find the average of the two numbers which are having opposite signs. So that I am writing 1.1171875 plus 1.109375 by 2. Okay. So, and this is approximately equal to 1.11, so 328125. So this is the seventh approximation. Since in the problem it was asked to calculate up to the seventh approximation, so this is the seventh approximation. So therefore I am concluding that 1.11328125 is the root of the equation. Is the root of the equation. Thank you.